Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is the next in a series of modification videos I have made about my 2022 Thor Sanctuary. So be sure to check out those previous modification videos, and for today's modifications I will be leaving a link in the description, so be sure to check that out. So let's get started. The very first modification is relatively obvious. I have replaced the factory 16-inch rims with 17-inch black Rhino Arsenal rims. In order to not impact the Mercedes chassis, speedometer, or any of the safety features, I chose to keep the overall rim tire size the same, which means I needed to change my tire size to 245/70/17. I did want to get really good off-road tires, so I opted for the BF Goodrich KO2 All-Terrain. This modification looks great, will allow me to do more off-road adventures, and eliminates that horrible high-speed shake these vans have from the poorly manufactured rims that Thor is using on these vans. Next, you will notice a new antenna on the back of the RV. This is part of my cellular signal booster system. There are many different cellular signal booster systems out there, and I spent many days researching the pros and cons of the top 5 systems. In the end, it came down to either the WeBoost Drive Reach or Nextivity Cel-Fi Go. I chose the Cel-Fi Go for adventure vans because it has the highest boost allowed by the FCC, both mobile and stationary, and because it has great interior signal coverage. Now, this is the most expensive system I looked at. However, I need to stay connected for work, and this system has the best range. I'll be sure to give everyone an update on my experience once I have used it for a few months. I will also be posting a video of how I installed it for those of you looking to install something similar. For the next modification, up here in front of the van, I replaced the halogen bulbs with LED bulbs. I did this for both the high and low beams. This modification is a must for nighttime driving, as the halogen bulbs are not very good. It's really important that you properly install these bulbs to prevent blinding oncoming traffic. I am putting together a video on the proper installation process and how to make adjustments to the beam. Now, my next modification is a relatively simple one. I added a knob to this storage area as it was really hard to open without it. I found a low profile knob, drilled a small hole, and just screwed it in. It's important to find a low profile knob, as you don't want the sliding door hitting the knob when the door's closed. Next, I wanted to add some mirrors. So on the inside of the bathroom doors, I used these sticky tiles and I put them on top of one another to form a full-length mirror. So I did that for this door, and the other door I added 3 so I can sit right here on this side seating and do my makeup with my makeup on the side here, and I can see right in front of me. Now, this next modification I really struggled with since purchasing this RV. Thor did not create a good location for a trash can, so I created my own. Check this out. The space under this counter ledge was relatively useless, so I removed the cushion that was in there, added 2 soft close drawer slides, attached a thin piece of wood to the drawer sliders, and then put some Velcro on the wood and bottom of the trash can so that I can remove this trash can if needed. I then added a small handle to the side of the trash can, and now I have the perfect space for my trash. Now, the trash can needed to be a good size and fit the space, so after searching for some time on Amazon, I found this great trash can. It is 3.7 gallons, has a closing pop-up lid, and fits the space perfectly. As an added bonus, it's in the perfect location for cooking in the kitchen. This next modification is something I created for additional storage. It is a collapsible hanging storage basket. Now, this is my own design using a collapsible storage bin, some grommets, and a 20-pound stick-on hooks. I I created a few different prototypes, but this one seems to work well and can hold many things such as my computer, as well as any other items or electronics, and you can even put some clothes in there if you like. And as you saw, it easily folds away when not needed. Here is another simple modification. It's a Bungee storage holder. You can use it to hold the TV remote, a cell phone, or some other small object. It's especially convenient when laying in bed and keeps your cell phone close. My next modification is cup holders. When Thor was designing the living area, they did not consider that people may want to have a beverage when sitting back here. So this is a relatively simple modification, creating two circular holes. I did one on each side of the RV and just inserted these cup holders. Be sure to buy the proper circular cutting tool and be careful not to hit any of the pipe or wires hidden under the wood. The next modification involves the bed. I wanted to have an easy way of covering the bed when using it. Something that could provide a little more cushion, something that was easily washable, and something that I would not have to remove when making the bed back into a sofa, because I didn't want to use up any more storage space storing it. So I came up with this quilted microfiber slipcover that I have velcroed to the top of the back of the couch. It stays on the couch during the day, so it does not require storage and serves as a sheet or underlayment that covers the cushions when sleeping. It has a thin layer of batting inside, so it also provides some additional comfort. I have also added a few hidden Velcro strips to secure it in place when sleeping. Now it can still be used to carry passengers while driving because I've cut some slits into it so that the seatbelt buckles can be pulled up right through it. This is what it looks like when made into a bed. Nice and comfy. My next modification involves storage for my blanket. So I needed a storage area for my blanket that was easily accessible, so I added this bungee netting right above the rear sofa area. I attached the netting using a couple of screw-in hooks attached to the back of the overhead storage cabinets. This creates a great location for my fluffy blanket. I do have to push it back slightly when opening the cabinets, but that's a small price to pay for the additional storage it provides. And I don't have to use up any of the other limited storage space in the other cabinets, making good use of the open area. Last but not least, I did modify my 900-watt microwave and office space outlet to work off the inverter. This is an important modification for me as I don't want to start the generator every time I want to microwave something, and I do want to be able to use my dual screen office space without the generator as well. I'm not going to go into details about how I wired this, but as I have a 1000-watt inverter, it's able to run the microwave without issues. I do have to make sure I don't run the microwave with other components, but again, a small price to pay for this added convenience. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you found these modifications useful. Please subscribe to my channel and do join me for some more videos. Bye for now.